Hi everybody, this is Dino Chris from Prehistoric Facts. I'm back and right here in my dorm room doing an episode for you, an answering questions episode. So let's actually get right down to it, shall we? Alright, this first question is from Diego from João Pessoa in Brazil. How about that? And his question is, in the past, there are T-Rex in Brazil. If no, what in dinosaur more closer there? Well, I probably can actually paraphrase for everybody outside here. He's asking if there was any T-Rex in Brazil, and if not, what kind of dinosaurs were actually around in the country of Brazil? Well, first of all, T-Rex specifically was not really in the country of Brazil. Well, because in South America there were no tyrannosaurs whatsoever, and basically it's because the tyrannosaurs were in the northern hemisphere, and basically tyrannosaurs did not make it to the southern hemisphere during the Mesozoic era, because tyrannosaurs didn't really come into being, didn't actually start until probably like in the middle Jurassic period, when they were just small dinosaurs, pretty much just feasting on small reptiles, mammals, and some amphibians and some hatchlings of some dinosaurs. And so the dinosaurs that were probably the dinosaurs in Brazil, I actually know a few. One is called Rheosaurus. If I remember correctly, it's a sauropod or prosauropod, and it's a long neck plant-eating dinosaur in the late Triassic or early Jurassic, and is actually kind of found near the Rio de Janeiro area. And there's some other dinosaurs that actually found in Brazil. I just can't remember all of them, but there's some iguanodonts that have been found there. There's been some sauropods that were found there. Not much of dinosaur fossils were actually found in Brazil, but there's some marine fossils from the time of the dinosaurs, some mosasaurs, ammonites, fish, sharks, you name it. Those are the kinds of animals that would have probably been around in the time of dinosaurs in Brazil at that particular time. And Brazil is also well known for mammal fossils as well, especially during the age of mammals. And so that's pretty much, I think, what most of the fossils are actually going to be found there, and all that. And pretty much that's what you're going to probably find there is mostly marine fossils. All right, next, John from South Sioux City, Nebraska. Could sauropods regrow new tails after the old ones been lost? Well, I wouldn't mind. I don't know if they would actually do that, but I mean, it's not impossible, but it could be possible. But since the nature of that dinosaurs are more warm-blooded than cold-blooded, that's basically what the evidence has been pointing to, is that dinosaurs are warm-blooded animals. But when we actually look at the sauropods, since they do have a reptilian lineage, a little reptilian heritage, ancestry basically, they probably wouldn't have had feathers due to their size, and they probably wouldn't have been very since they're not very fast animals, and so they're very slow moving. And so I don't know if sauropods would actually do that. Since that's more of a cold-blooded kind of nature, especially with like iguanas and some other and some geckos and all those kinds of lizards. I don't think sauropods would have actually regrown their tails. I think some of the marine reptiles might actually have done that, since they do have almost a cold-blooded system. But I would say that they are the marine reptiles are probably more likely to do it, like the plesiosaurs and probably some mosasaurs and some chronosaurs or the pliosaurs. The pliosaurs would probably would have done it, but since that marine reptiles are kind of almost warm-blooded, but even though they're actually they're very closely related to the marine lizard, to the marine more closely related to the reptiles that they actually came from. And I wouldn't be surprised nothosaurs actually did that as well. So nothosaurs probably might have done it, since they're the ancestors to plesiosaurs and pliosaurs. So they're probably going to be close to that. Sauropods, I don't think so, because I don't think they would actually regrow the tails, especially diplodocids and brachiosaurs, those kinds of dinosaurs. Those dinosaurs probably wouldn't have had to regrow their tails that much, especially if a diplodocid actually lose the end of its tail from being bitten by an allosaur or otherwise in somewhere in that nature. But never know. But I mean, it could be possible. So I'm not totally disagreeing with you on this, but I'm probably saying I'm leaning towards, I don't think it probably might have happened, but even though it could actually happen. So all we need is a little more evidence to actually support that. So that's pretty much up in the air. Alright, that's it for now. Next week will actually be a special episode, so you can pick a dinosaur, or mammal, or a marine reptile, or a prehistoric bird, whatever that you want me to talk about, especially a prehistoric one. So I'll actually send a link to which dinosaurs that you want me to talk about. I'm willing to do 2 dinosaurs, which is okay with me. And also can still send me questions anytime, 24/7, email or Facebook, one or the other. And if you got a question about dinosaurs or other prehistoric life, feel free to email me at dinochrist71@gmail.com, or otherwise you can actually follow the Facebook page, Prehistoric Facts with Dino Chris, and you can actually post the questions in the comment section on any post. And you can follow me on Twitter at CSGRALL, and also make sure to take care of the people around you. And also for younger people out there, make sure to listen to your parents, your teachers, and your guardians. Those are the best motivation you can have for a good education. It's very important to have a good education. With a good education, get a good job in the future. Alright, that's it for now, and I'll see you guys next week.